Big thing is we're not focusing on behavior. We're focusing on these drivers. There's traumas which we define so broadly. It could be like classic or extreme trauma that you hear about in the textbooks, like combat trauma or molestation or something. But we define it, any pivotal event that was emotionally too overwhelming, and you didn't process it, and so you're carrying it around that kind of event or person. So that's a very broad definition. A lot of different stuff falls in that. Even things like intergenerational stuff, but also just being with a father or a mother who related to you a certain way. Maybe didn't hit you, but related to you in a certain way that didn't make you feel safe or loved or whatever. One of the drivers for us are the deficiency stories, just meaning everybody carries around one or more really core belief systems about who they are, as if something is fundamentally missing from who they are. So it's like they're inadequate, they're not good enough, they're unsafe, they're unsupported, they feel either un something or in something, and
Mhm.
that's the deficiency, that feeling of lack. You never get enough love, you never get enough drugs, you never get enough food. So that's driving the addiction, because that creates uncomfortable feelings like pain, core woundedness, like that deep feeling of there's something wrong with me at the core. Shame is another big one. So if we have enough time with people, we like to go back to all the shameful events, not just connected with addiction, addictive behavior, but anything that it's like whatever you don't want to be exposed to others, you don't have to expose to others, but in inquiry, you can expose yourself to others, to bring those feelings up so that you can be okay with them, finally meet them, instead of bearing, because shame avoidance is a huge thing. We just do it every day. And so all you can do with any work, is just meet that more, bring it up into your awareness, let it dissolve into the awareness and leave you, instead of carrying it around. Is external pressure, which is just what we all do to each other, but it shows up in all of our relationships. So external pressure is that feeling that there are people outside of you who first of all help to create the addiction, in the sense that if they're parents or people that you look up to, if you didn't feel like you got the love or the safety or the attention or something from them, even if they did a good job, if the perception to the child is that they didn't get that, then there's a feeling of that feeling of deficiency gets either created or strengthened in the moment that it feels like you didn't get that from mom and dad. So so family dynamics, as you know, plays into the creation of our addictive behaviors, because as we feel fundamentally deficient, like from parents or from kids at school, all of that, we want to fill that hole up, that pain.
Go to KillabeeCenter.com, Radical Recovery Summit, for access to the interviews. You can watch them free online for 48 hours after they air, or you could purchase an all-access pass. KillabeeCenter.com.